What's going on, guys? We are back once again, and we are going to be talking about Scream 2. Now, again, going over all the Wes Craven's films that he's done, and especially with going over Scream. Since I've watched all four of them as of recent. Now, I wanted to go ahead and do this because I was never really sitting down to be able to watch every single film and be able to sit there and enjoy it, and then go back and give my thoughts on it. Because again, I watched this when I was younger, then I watched it as a teen, and then I just never really paid attention to it, and I figured I'd just come back and try to give it another shot and then be able to try to enjoy it even further. So I wanted to go ahead and just give my thoughts on Scream 2, what my thoughts were about it, and did I like it, did I dislike it, was there things about it I liked, was there things about it I disliked. Now, again, overall, I am going to be saying, if you guys have seen the movie, again, there's going to be no spoilers. Hopefully there will be no spoilers. But going into the second film, we see where, of course, Sydney's in college now. She's got a boyfriend, and killings start happening again. Obviously, comes in two, and again we have a major cast in this as well, which again I was really shocked that as many ones played in here as they did, and especially going back to when a lot of these actors and actresses were younger and how it went back and forth. Does it connect to the original film? And yes, it does, but to the point of who's going to die and who's actually going to live, and what's the consequences of the first movie, because always it's an end to the first film, and then they make fun of it, and then they're making fun of not only that film, but they're making fun of other films while in the movie as well, which is something I noticed Scream does, and it does actually work very well to a certain degree as well. So again, we did have a long lineup where we also got to see where Nev Campbell returned, Courtney Cox returned, David Arquette, Jamie Kennedy. We even got Timothy Olyphant in here that played Mickey, who was revealed to be one of the killers, as well as Laura Metcalf, who was the long-lost mother of Billy. And also we had Sarah Michelle Gellar in here. We have Lev Skimmer return as Colton, who was able to get off of saying that he did not kill Sydney's mom. Then we have Jada Pinkett Smith. We have Jerry O'Connell. We got Omar Epps. We got a whole bunch of different ones in here. We even have Tori Spelling. We have Heather Graham. We have a long cast in this, man. We even have Luke Wilson in this. So again, very long casting in this film. A lot of actors and actresses that have gone in their own way. Now again, it was interesting seeing certain characters. I was not used to seeing Tori Spelling in a horror film, even though she was acting in a another film. Same thing with Luke Wilson. Luke Wilson's done a lot of different things. Omar Epps, I've seen him in a bunch of different horror films. Jada Pinkett Smith, again, she's playing a few horror films, but again, she's not. I'm glad she did not get a lead role in this. Sarah Michelle Gellar, again, Buffy, love her, but at the same time, it was kind of interesting how they made her look really weak in this film, and how early she got killed off, especially with, I think this was around the same point in time that she was still shooting Buffy. I want to say maybe season 2 or 3 at this point, and also seeing Laura Metcalf, who, again, anyone knows her best well as Jackie off of Roseanne, so it was really hard seeing her as a villain in this, and her being crazy. I mean, she was able to pull it off to a certain degree, but again, I just could not take her very seriously as in this role as a psyched out killer, and I couldn't take it. Seeing Courtney Cox return, Nev Campbell, and all them, they were absolutely amazing. The reason why, of course, Lori playing as Billy's mother, who wanted revenge for obviously Cindy killing her son, and then of course Mickey, Timothy Olyphant's character, he's good at playing either the villain or or whether they're protagonist or antagonist. He's always good at playing both sides, and I think he did very well in portraying where you did not know exactly. Again, it was the whole thing of who's the killer, who's the killer, who's the killer, who's the killer, and that was pretty much how it was. And again, this was in the late '90s, so this was like when horror was really coming up, and I really got to give it to them because they really did do a great job of really at that time frame showing exactly who was the killer, who wasn't the killer, who was the killer, and I'm very happy that they're able to kind of play that game of exactly who was who. And at the same time, we get to see of why, Mickey, he just wanted a great movie. He just wanted to be a psychopath, and he wanted to just be a killer. He just wanted to, do his own thing, but he also needed help. And again, it came in twos. So rather interesting. Things I like to, again, my biggest concern with Scream is just how early everybody dies, just how quickly everybody dies. That's one of my biggest pet peeves in Scream. It's just how early everybody dies, how quickly they die. It's like a simple stab wound and then they're dead. It's just, it's really crazy of how they do that. But overall, that's just probably my biggest pet peeve so far within the Scream franchise. And again, going over this, going back to Scream, being able to just revisit some of these classic movies, which again, I'm going to do 3 and 4 as well, if you guys are unaware. And again, this is just a quick little review. Again, anyone that has not seen this film, definitely go check it out if you're a horror fan, especially if you know you're a fan of any of these actors and actresses. This is when, not only when they were coming up, but this is when, not, I wouldn't say their prime, but I would say probably around their prime or in their prime, because they've still gone out and done magnificent roles. And I will say, you know, Neff Campbell's one of them. You know, Courtney Cox is one of them. Sarah Michelle Gellar is one of them. Timothy Olyphant's one of them. So again, there was a lot of actors and actresses. Again, if you've seen them in other shows and movies, and you'll see a lot of people you recognize in this film. So let me know what you guys thought about this down in the comments down below. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel, click notifications, and I'll see you guys on the next one.